Hey, beautiful people. So just wanted to come to you and share with you something that I've been implementing to help me keep my mind positive. And positive my chicken's done. When I'm talking about positive, it's in being creative, moving forward and making moves that we've never made before, which can be a little daunting, a little scary. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like lately, I just feel so different. I haven't been coming on here as much. I usually have a flow. There's usually things I talk about, and it just feels like, things are different. And I'm trying to catch up with myself, but at the same time, why not improve? I feel like there's a new season. We're in a new season of whatever the new season is, but we're still in the butt crack a little bit, a little in between. And I just feel like, okay, what things can I do to build myself towards an even better version of myself that I see? So I do reading and meditating and a moment in the morning to set my mind right. And I wanted to share what I got and wrote down on some little stickies that helps me properly think through my day and shifts me on the upswing instead of my default settings. You guys know I'm a life coach. You can go to sassymethod.com. But what I teach and share is we have habitual subconscious behaviors. And if we don't identify what those are and then supplant, which is the third S in sassy, SASSY is an acronym, and we don't supersede and replace those old habitual subconscious thoughts with something new, it's going to be really challenging to get new results in your life. So that's what I help people with, because it's easy for me to identify from the outside where you're stuck, and then we find new things. And I also do it for myself. And of course, I have mentorship and great friends and stuff like that too. But let's dive in. One of the little stickies says, joyous anticipation of the natural result of effort. Sometimes when we put effort towards a thing, if we have failed often, or a lot of things that we have put effort towards did not yield the results we thought they should or wanted, it becomes a little daunting to start again. It's like, why? I did that last time. I worked so hard last time and it didn't work. Or is this going to work? Is that going to work? People don't like that. They don't like. We have built up all these little things in our head, which is really the ego. Woo! My ego been kicking my behind, and I really can tell it's the ego, because I'm like, Jamie, that's not true. You sound like you're in your own way, when really, if you approach things with the joyous anticipation of the natural result of effort, that includes detachment, that coming from an attitude of joy, joyous anticipation of the natural result of effort. Get excited. Be excited. Move excited. And if you're not excited, at least be in joy. And anticipate whatever the outcome might be, simply for the results of your effort. Just because of your effort. We don't know, right? We have a goal in mind. We want to do the thing. We want to blah, blah, blah. Great. Love that. But our joyous anticipation, oh my gosh, I'm putting an effort towards this thing that I feel in my heart I should do. And I'm so excited and happy about the outcome. That posture, that attitude is going to produce the natural and aligned result for you. Okay, so joyous anticipation of the natural result of effort. And that has helped me a lot, because sometimes I don't want to put in effort, because in my past, I've put in a lot of effort and I did not get the results I wanted. So now sometimes I'm like, I'll do it, or I won't do it all the way, there's all these things that like, now that I put something like this on my mind, it helps me think, what do you have to lose by thinking this way? Your ego's trying to protect you, Jamie. I know. Your ego's trying to protect you, but it's just keeping you small. It is the smallest thing. It wants to keep you safe because it doesn't feel good to put in massive effort and go do the thing and then you don't get the results you want. You don't get what you feel like are any results. You don't get... If you approach things with that energy, like, well, I might not get in, it might not work, and it might not, then that's what that vibration is going to permeate the outcome. But joyous anticipation of the natural result of effort, baby, that's everything you need all in one. Let's move on. This is an affirmation I wrote for myself. And when I say affirmation also, I don't believe this is something I just need to repeat a bunch of times and it's going to seep in my mind and I'm coming from a place where I need to move from this. So it's more action oriented and vibration related as opposed to repetition or say your affirmations. I don't really know how I feel about that. I think that that's cool. But in this little note that I wrote, there's a beingness that needs to flow from this. I assume the highest possible result is automatically forthcoming. I have loving trust in myself with no underlying fear. I move in the energy of joy. So this is coupled with the joyous anticipation of natural result of effort. I assume the highest possible result is automatically forthcoming, automatically, which means I don't have to do anything. I don't have to get it right. I don't have to try to think of every single option and make sure I've troubleshooted every possible outcome before I make a move. That's not how it works. You get the knowing in your spirit. You know what you want to do. You know at least the first step of where you want to go. You do that in joy and assume the highest possible result is automatically forthcoming. Why? Because the joyous anticipation of the natural result of your effort. Loving trust in self. Have loving trust in yourself. What? You know, you do know. And with everything that I'm sharing with you coupled up together, you're good. Have loving trust in yourself. You may not have gotten it right before. I get it because I feel the same way. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to me. I'm literally sharing with you things that I need in this moment. You know, even though I'm a life coach and all this and that, I'm growing with you. I don't come from a place of knowing it all. I know what I know. I see what I see. I hear what I hear, and I have tools and modalities and all this, but I'm also growing. I will never stop growing. So, and it's something you have to stay on top of, right? I have loving trust in self with no underlying fear. I move in the energy of joy. I'm just excited to be here, excited to fail, excited to thrive, excited to see what comes from my effort, naturally excited, joyful. I needed to hear that and move from a place of joy and not fear. And what if it doesn't work out? And what if I can't? What if I put this out there and they don't want this or they don't like, who cares? That is not going to get you the results you want. Lastly, there is naturally enough for me to have everything I need to create a life of joy and plenty. Baby, get the scarcity out of your mind. There is naturally enough for you to thrive. However much you think you want, whatever you need, whatever house, accommodations, this, that, whatever you may think. This universe is abundant. It's literally always producing on your behalf. There's naturally enough for you to have everything you need to create a life of joy and plenty. I don't care what's going on in the economy. There's naturally enough for you. I hope you enjoyed this message. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with a friend if you think it could bless them. Thanks for watching. Be joyful, y'all. Bye.